Hello, and welcome to an experimental session on going through a game of Tapestry. This is BoardGameArena, you see on the screen. So BoardGameArena is a place where you can play a lot of different games. I'm not going into the details about that, but I have signed up for that a couple of years ago, 3 years ago. And one of my favorite games is Tapestry. So Tapestry is a very well made game, I think, and it's a Jamie Stegmaier game, and he's done different kinds of games. I think Stonemaier games is also like doing the Wingspan and yeah, some other games that I'm not very familiar with, but Wingspan is also very good. So okay, so um, yeah, we are going to I'm going to show you a game that I played recently. I think it was yesterday I finished. But first, let me take a look at the all-time Elos here. Richard West is top of the list almost. I played with him a few times. Isadababa also many times. And Peter UA and stuff like that. And I would just like to show you my position, which is 97th of, I think there's 6,000 players. So I'm top 100. So that is my basis for justifying that I go through a game of Tapestry. So basically, I won the game. Okay, so you get the conclusion to begin with. I probably would not go through a game I didn't win unless it was very interesting. The players I'm competing with is, well, they're kind of beginners, but they have played some games, I think. So I definitely wanted to win the game. Okay, so BoardGameArena has this function that you can go through a game replay, choose. We might see it from their point of view at some point. I'm not sure because it depends on how well this goes and how long it takes. And if somebody is watching, not sure, but if somebody is watching, then feel free to ask along the way. This will be published on YouTube as well. So, okay, let's get on with it. Let's see here, view game replay, and I will choose myself, of course. So basically, this is the replay feature. I'm not going into details about the game itself. If you want to know the rules, I can show you that just a moment here. Tapestry. If you want to know the rules, there's actually it's free to sign up for BoardGameArena, but Tapestry is one of the games that you have to pay for in order to start new games. Then you can also be a solo player, stuff like that. I can explain if there's interest from viewers. Then later on, I will do a full tutorial if that is what you like. But you can also learn the game, and you can also play for free if you just join tables that players as me create. So you can play the tutorial. Yeah, okay, I'm not going into that, I think. But you can play the tutorial, and I have a couple of games here. So yeah, and this is how it looks in real life. I have it. I also have it myself, and I've played it a few times. And then it came on online at BoardGameArena, and I was in love. Okay, so what you need to know about the game? You need to know something about Tapestry, else this will not make any sense. So we are playing with Marriage of State and Renaissance, which are very powerful. They are removed from the game, so they're very powerful game-wrecking Tapestry cards. That if you gain those, you gain like 20% more chance to win, something like that. Okay, so once again, we are inside the game. I have to choose between isolationists and nomads. Nomads I have not that much experience, and it's also depending on exploration and the exploration track and the military track to be able to like use the feature. Isolationists is too. I mean, it's all about placing your extra tokens, and you gain a resource for each of those, and you gain a certain amount of bonus points, VP, victory points, if you place them on land masses that are equal. I will be playing isolationist and start here. So if I get these three, yeah, I will get uh, bonus VP for 3 connected tiles. And if I have a token on them, so when there's 2 tokens on a map tile, you cannot conquer it. The other players cannot do anything. So I'm guaranteed these 3 more or less. And all you can see everywhere you start, you are guaranteed 3. So okay. And if you expand, then if you choose the same landmass type, you get more bonus. More on that later. Okay, let's get started. So the basic features of this this replay is that you go through it once at a time. Doesn't really matter here. So and I have a choice between these 2 maps, and I find that tropical is basically the safest choice. You rather quickly get a resource. This is also a resource you can get quickly. If you are lucky with the tracks and getting landmarks, you can quite easily fill up almost the whole area. Grassland I have not that much experience with. You need to get to 10th position where you get some of these 2 by 3 to fill it out in a good way. So I have never succeeded with grassland, I think. So basically, yeah, okay, I can. I need to choose, not this. I need to go through. Yeah, so, okay, so we all choose a civilization. So this game is viewed from my perspective. And that means that I have no way of knowing what the others have of tapestry cards. But yeah, basically everything else is public knowledge. Tapestry cards is the only real thing that I do not know anything about. I can see the others' resources. I can see their map tiles. They can see mine, etc. Okay, so basically, yeah, they chose architects, which is very powerful. If you get landmarks and fill it up, you get 2. If you fill it up, a district here gives a resource. If you fill it up with the same kind of buildings, you get 2 resources instead of 1. Scoring means also that you fill out a column or a row, and if it's the same type of building, then, well, you get double the score. So it means that this science track is very powerful. Okay, let's get on with it. The last one is pretty good also. Leaders, it might save up to say 8 resources. Basically maybe even more. Maybe up to 10 if you play it really well, but I don't think anyone can do that. But it's also it's a good way to get the first landmark, because you can go up a track and then you can go to its full extent. You can get free you can almost always get to number 3 on one track, and then you can force your way to number 4 and get a landmark. Okay, so this is the basics. And I got a very good tapestry card here. I got the diplomacy. So everybody gets a resource and I get a building. That's actually rather powerful in era 2, going to era 2, where you need to use a tapestry card, play a tapestry card, and yeah. Also, there's a lot of details about tapestry, so the rules and stuff like that, I only will mention those if we get to it. I mean, if it makes sense. So basically, yeah. So he has to place some structures. Not sure why he places there. Nobody would do that. The first landmark should always be 2 by 2 and go here. And then you put a building here, and then you get 2 resources for free. But doesn't matter. You can put 2 buildings here with the same, but it's all about keeping expenses low. So you need to save the same kind of buildings. So use as few as possible. Here you can use 1, get a landmark, you get 2 resources. Yeah, stuff like that. Okay, so yeah, rebel has nothing to do here. So yeah, okay. So there's a lot of turns in this. I mean, a lot of turns. So let's get on with it. Yeah. So he's probably. Oh, do I start? I didn't mention I get 2 extra territory tiles. I didn't even notice that actually. What you will see is that they are starting up with bad map tiles, but that will change. Okay. Good. So everybody's income turn is now done for the ancient era or whatever you call it, era 1. And then it's my turn. I have to choose track. So what I choose is, yeah, I go. I usually prefer to go up the tech track because that secures you one of these, and there are 2 powerful inventions. Actually, there's a third. Uh, this is sort of a chance taking. You can gain another civilization, but it depends on that people gets to somebody needs to get to science 10, and in a game of 2 I might be able to do that and use that card, but not as the first card. It's not a good first card unless you have inventors. I think it's inventors where you can upgrade. This is perfect for inventors. I would have chosen this card if I had inventors. Then I would be able to upgrade twice in era 2 and already get a civilization. Major bonus. Here I need to go for the houses. Okay, so I'm going to choose one of these 2, and I'm probably taking. I can't remember actually. So okay, I'm getting like an extra resource in area 2 because of that. I get this building. I can upgrade it. I get the building. I get a resource. The other one is better for going all the way up through science track, and I will also be taking this is if I can get to track to T4. Technology is T, science is S, exploration is E, and military is M. Okay, so I did invent here, and I finished my turn and stuff like that. So now Iverel, he is architects. He's starting on exploration, which means he commits to military and exploration if everything goes according to the book. They are like parallel here. Science and technology and science is going side by side here. Military and exploration is also in parallel tracks where you gain benefits from both, and then there's some, yeah, like this has something to do with how far you come. You get VP for how far up the exploration track you have. This one basically just allows you to push forward on different tracks more easily. That's the kind of bonus you get here. And this one is also sort of you need to move up on both military and science to get the best of 10 T10. Okay, so short story. I will here expect him to go up the military track when he gets to E2, which means he might be long in era 1. A long time, longer than me. Okay, so yeah, so he gets a few tiles, and look at the tiles he gets. That's a disaster for me, because when he places that, he gets a free building, and he gets a resource in era 2 if he plays that, and he also gets this one. Yeah. Okay, so that's bad for me. Bad news for me. Good news for Everell. Okay. So he can do nothing more now. Rebel needs to do something. Okay, so I'm thinking, Jesus Christ, that's bad news for me, because he has leaders, so he has a tech. He can go up the tech track, so he can push forward to the last position, and then he can jump start me here. So that's not good for me. Definitely not good. Okay. So he's inventing, and he should choose. Yeah, he should definitely choose what's it called actually? Air conditioning. Okay, that's great. But he pulls. That's kind of interesting. I must say, this is also for the benefit of myself, because when I play, I don't study the other players' turns. I should do that, but I don't. I study what they play as tapestry cards, so I know if they are piggybacking, I think it's called, on me. Good. Okay, so he just chose one from the, yeah, and that's a beginner's choice. You would never do that. You don't know what you're gonna get. It's like, yeah, you know the famous movie Forrest Gump. It's like inventions are like a box of chocolate. You never know what you're gonna get. You know what you're gonna get if you pick one of the three shown inventions. So please, uh, here he should have picked this one. This is the safe choice. Or you should have picked the inventions if you know how to get to T10, not T10, S10, Science 10, but you don't get the benefit for a long time, so you need to push up further on the T track. And I could have considered doing that if I were him. Then I could have considered taking that one or taking this one, and then push forward and gone to T4. Let's see how it goes. Okay. So now I have a choice, and there's only one choice for me, because I need a new. Well, I don't need a tapestry, but I need the building. I need the marketplace or market. Uh, I need that because that gives me a full resource. Okay, so and I get a trap, which is not that useful for me as isolationist, because I can just put a token, so I actually don't need it. And I can tell you that I tried to play it as best as I could. Yeah, but it wasn't yeah, it didn't really pay out. Okay, so I'm just here. It doesn't matter which kind of resource you use. Okay, so just pick one, because yeah, okay, it does matter. Maybe just I would probably pick the science. So that's called it's called food. No, it's called yeah. Okay, so this is a coin. This is food. This is culture, and this is uh, worker. Sorry, it's a worker. Yeah. Okay. So I use my worker. Place my structure here. Pretty predictable. Okay. So he advances up here, and that's fine. He does the best he could. He could go through to the middle, but that would this gives him 3 points. This does not. I would probably, he probably doesn't have a trap. If he had a trap, I would have gone for the middle, definitely. So I mean, if he would have gotten 3. He would have gotten 3 points by doing that. So, but he knows that it's an interesting map tile, so somebody will try to get it if he doesn't place it there. If it's here, I would try to get it, even though he might topple me when trying to. Okay. And he, yeah, as predicted, he needs to go up. He needs to fill out this district. Okay. Let's go on. So Rebel, he moves forward, and yeah, he gets some kind of tapestry card. I don't know which one. And he what? He declines the bonus. He doesn't place a market. That's a disaster. That's a disaster for him. First nail in the coffin. Always take the building whenever you can. Don't miss out on the buildings, okay? Just don't. You need to have a very special reason. I had a consideration later in the game here for this one, if I should go exploration, if I should go farm. We will come to that. I think this stream will go on forever, I think, if I go into that much detail. But still, I think it's important that when I walk through a game like this, I need to explain why I do the things I do, else you can just doesn't matter watching it. So you need to be you want to be an expert player if you're watching this stream, if you're watching this on YouTube or whatever. Okay? Else, just go away and do something else. I will explain in details what I'm doing. Okay, here I have a choice. I can go into error now. I have a resource. I'm pretty sure Everell is going out the military track as the next. I can't remember all those steps, okay? I can't remember what they did. So I'm pretty much just trying to predict as well as play, show the game. I can pretty much remember my own moves. So he's not a danger, and Rebel is not a danger. The next question is, what do I get from going here to the next? I spent a coin, which I can use later to get further up the track, or or I get you spend that, and then I get what? I get this one, banking, the market for banking, which gives me 1 point, 1 VP. So that's not very useful. So what do I do? Yeah, I've canceled my move. Great. I actually took my income turn, but I thought that the probability that they're going into error, they are beginner players, it's not very good. It's not very large. And nobody should go into error 2. None of these players should. I should probably. Here I actually choose to take another market and place it. It's very important that you place the buildings on the spots where you know you cannot put any landmarks. Okay, so you need to fill out the gaps, and it's not very easy here. I mean, there are some places where it's almost impossible to fill it out completely, but yeah. So I don't intend to fill out the whole capital map. It's almost impossible in a 3-player game. It's not impossible, but it's hard. Yeah, it's hard. Okay, so I don't expect that. So now I have 0 resources left. And he does as predicted. He will attack this. I am not sure if he gets it. He actually gets the building. My God. Yeah. So he's placing, and where does he place it? There. He gets now 2 resources. So now he can get even further. I mean, he's already now the probability that if it was like a 400 elo player, 300 maybe just, he would probably win this game. Yeah. So that's where we are. I'm pretty scared right now that I'm about to lose a game that I should be able to win if you just look at the elo. Okay, fine. So he gets 2 resources for that. I love the architects, so I can. Okay, and now Rebel makes another strange choice. He goes up the science track at this point, and what does he? He gets military, and he may choose to advance, but he doesn't. And he tries to cancel the move. But when you roll the dice, it's just too bad. You cannot do anything else. Okay, so he went up. So he's pretty new to the game, I think. I would definitely have gone to teach 3 here, and then used the leader's ability to go through. I mean, I go into income turn now. I have nothing else to do. So I'm first to income turn in era 2, which means I get to choose a resource. I will probably pick a coin. Yeah. And I have only, that's my only choice. It's very wasteful to play a trap as a tapestry card. And here I will, when I work up the technology track, I know that well, I will be able to get a house, which is the science, the gray buildings here. So anyway, I will not be getting a house here, but I will be getting a barracks, called barracks, armory, sorry. I will get the armory, so I need to get as many resources as possible. So I actually just have 3 choices. I can choose the market, or I can choose the house, or I can choose the farm. So let's see what I choose. I think I choose the market because if I choose a market, next time I get a market, it's here. That will bring me, I mean, I get a resource for everyone. So yes, I choose a market, and I can place it here or I can place it there. That's the two most obvious options. I think I place it here. Yeah. Okay, that's that's kind of weird. Yeah, okay. Anyway, but that was where I placed it. Okay. So yeah, and now it's the other turn. They choose resources, and that's actually, it's not very great because you see how many resources he has left in era 1. He can go on for a long time. That's not how it's supposed to be in era 1. So it's not good, but it's fine. And now I place it here. So that's the only. I'm going to fill out this with buildings. So okay. So I go into era 2 with not I mean 9 resources. Going into era 2 with 9 resources is very good. A rule of thumb is that you go into era 2 with 8 resources, but it depends a lot. So I'm actually very happy about this. But Iveriel is playing much better right now. Right now he's all set to win. Okay. So now the worst thing possible happens. I get another trap card, which means there are 6 Tapestry cards. There's 6 traps in the Tapestry deck. So I already got a third. So I might be able to use that to attack the others, because then this probability that they have good traps as Tapestry cards are very low. Okay. Okay. So when I'm thinking here, I'm thinking that this trap card is bollocks. I mean, I can't use it for anything. So the trap card, I need to get another trap card if I should be able to do anything. Else I need to play the trap card, which gives me 10 VP, 10 victory points. That's good. Yeah, okay, but it would be better to get one of the more powerful Tapestry cards. Okay, so let's go on here. And I think I got a visit, probably a short one. Nexus is dropping in. I can see. I'm just refreshing the stream to see if anybody is viewing. So I'm sorry if this is not what you expected, Nexus, but I'm going through a Tapestry game here. Okay. So now I went into era 2, and Iveriel is playing his game as well. Yeah, that's kind of interesting that he goes to this. He has so many resources. He doesn't get a bonus for going into Area 2, so he goes up to the exploration track number 3 here. He should probably choose. I mean, it must be very tempting to explore with the markets tile. He shouldn't do that. He should get the farm, and then he should do the next. He should do that on exploration 4. So let's see what he does. He chooses correctly. He chooses wisely. So, and he does this wisely too. He puts the farm. On the isolated place here, so he can get 2 resources for that. Okay. So let's move on. And he is now it's Rebel. Rebel is the beginner player here. So I'm not expecting too much from him. So what should he do here? What would I do if I were him? I would go up to Science 2, claim the Tapestry, get the house from the Science track. So let's see if he does that. He does not. He goes up to check 3, knowing, maybe not, that I have gone into era. I have plenty of resources to beat him to this next track. So, okay, I will of course do that. So he has nothing to gain from doing this. Absolutely nothing. And it's not to criticize him. It's just, this is very beginner's move. So I already here identify, if I had gone into details when I played it and studied his moves, I already consider him being, he's going to lose this game. So, but of course I cannot know that. But the probability that he will lose a game is now maybe 60% or something like that. Getting to 2 is like 30%, and getting to first position is 10%. Many things can happen. This is the greatness of the Tapestry board game. You don't know what tapestries you're going to get, and you don't know the dynamics of the game. You don't know which map tiles you're going to get, which inventions will be up. So, okay, we are going now for his. He went to claim the market. At least he did that. So he got a market here. Okay, that's great. Okay, so it's me again. Now I of course take C4, and I get a forge, which is a small landmark here. I will place it here, and then I get a resource, and I am unsure if I choose a coin or I choose yeah, the gray one, a worker, sorry. It's because the worker and science, it doesn't really add up. Anyway, I choose the worker to get a bit of a balance here. So, do I choose to refresh or take one invention? Or do I just take on an invention and then refresh? Well, I'm pretty sure I take air conditioning, because I don't think military 10 science 10 is opening up for this technology, and I have only this one to update, and I cannot upgrade, not update, upgrade, and no one has gotten to medicine 4 by the time I get to era 3, I think. Maybe that's a chance to take, and it's not very powerful. It will only give me a few points, one VP at the moment, so that's not very much. Okay, so what do I do here? Yeah, I probably take air conditioning, right? So, and I do not refresh the cards just yet. So I take, as predicted and all remembered, I take this one. Now comes another one, another card. These are not usual for me. I have given up on the radio. Getting a second civilization is not something I will gain from this. I don't expect to gain it. So now press refresh tech cards. I would do that because later on there comes a few more choices. So let's see what I do. Yeah, I refresh. So now comes 3 new inventions. These 3 inventions are lackluster. They are pretty. This printing press is good, and yeah, it will come into play later. I can tell you that. I think I remember that. And it's very cheap to gain. I mean, Metallurgy 4, that's where I already am. Your neighbor has to be there to be able to upgrade to the last part, where you can play another tapestry on top of your tapestry. That is a great feature. However, the payout for just upgrading is just a tapestry card, which is, yeah, I could use that actually, right? So if I had refreshed all, then I would have chosen this one. Anyway, I did choose a powerful enough card, so let's get on with it. Okay, so yeah, so it's Ivro, and he's more skillful than you would think, based on the elo. I mean, it's not saying that people with 199 elo is bad players. Definitely not. I'm just much better. Okay, so that's just basically a fact. I've been playing hundreds of Tapestry games, so I know what I'm doing. You cannot expect that a player with 199 knows all the details about the game that I do. But okay, it could be a red herring, I think it's called. Well, like a player playing this game in real life for many years or something like that, and then just stepping into BoardGameArena and then doing a Comet career, something like that. But he's not. Okay, let's see what he does. He goes to Exploration 4, and that's very clever, because now he can play his Marketplace map tile. And he gets also this. I think it's a very good position for it, because normally you would place it here. If you place it here, then you will depend on getting a landmark that can fill out this, and you would have placed it here, because if you got to Tech 7, then you could fill out this position here on the middle of the capsule map, and he could, if he played it well, he could get 6 resources from doing that if he had filled it up correctly. Anyway, this is a good position. So he's just playing very well. And I'm starting to get scared. See here, he gets 3 points for this as well. So he gets the maximum amount of points for both these, and he gets a structure for that. He places it correctly. He places it a place. He sets it up to be a place where he can get 2 resources from filling out with the same building type in the market. So if he puts 3 markets in a row here, and he gets some good stuff here, then he gets 2 resources there, he gets 2 resources there, and he gets 2 resources there. Then he just needs to fill out this void, these places, and then he gets 2 more. I'm starting to panic at this point. I'm thinking, okay, I'm going to second. I'm going for second place now. It's just, I don't expect to win. And as I started out saying, well, I won't spoil it for those who's just entered. If you are staying, that's probably, and I can see I have two actual viewers here. So please let me know in the chat if you want me to explain something, if you have questions, anything. That's just just don't be shy. Anyway, let's get back to the game. So now Rebel moves on to mathematics. He should do that too, and he should gain a tapestry, and he cannot pay for the bonus. Okay, so he shouldn't have done that. He needs to be able to pay for the bonus. So he basically didn't get much from this. Okay. Another nail in the coffin. Okay, so I'm up. And what do I do next? This, if you are going up the tech track, you need to go to T5 eventually. And this is a good point in time to do it. I can put some distance to green, to Rebel, because if Rebel gets to my position and follow up, then he will be able to use the leaders to go forward, which I may not. So I push forward onto glass 5, which is T5. Okay, so I hope I do that. I do not do that. Why do I not do that? Okay, so basically what went through my mind is that I think that Rebel is not a good player, not too good a player. So I will hope that he's not going out the tech track. So I will go out the tech track, but I have also thought that I have the isolationists. So he has expanded, Iverell has expanded his map here, but not towards the center. If I get to the center, I will get 10 VP, which is the same as denying others 10 VP. So only, not from this, but from the island, center island. And I can easily just claim it by putting a token on it. So then nobody can touch that. It gets me 10 points. And it gets me 2 resources along the way. So here, I am not sure that was a good move, but the problem with the tech track is that you move up, and at some point you're stuck. You don't, if you get to T7, then you should not push forward from that, because that's you need to go up the science track at some point. And I've decided that the science track, I can't get to science 4, so I would go all in on that. I would waste my isolationists. I would not get the middle island. So this is what I choose. And I don't get that good. I mean, there's only one map tile for each of the building types. Map tile. So there are only one in the game for this. So I did not expect that. And I gain a few resource map tiles. Okay. So yeah. Okay. So now Iverell goes. Iverell, yeah, I would presume he goes up the military track here. He doesn't. Okay, that's fine, because he's still in era 1, and getting an invention in era 1 is pretty important. He will choose printing press, else he is not a good player. Okay, I will take that back. He is a good player, but I'm not sure. He chose this because he has architect. So okay, so that means that he will gain another landmark for sure, and he will probably put it here at some point. But if he had chosen the tapestry, he would be able to overplay with another tapestry card. That might mean that he doesn't have a good tapestry card. So let's see what's going on. And here comes another invention, which gives a resource. Actually, a very good underestimated card calendar. Because if you go up the tech track, you can get the culture resource. And when you upgrade, if you don't have any good upgrades for T11, and yeah, well, then you can get 7 points for that 2 times. You can upgrade it, get 7 VP, up, and then repeat the square, which is the top one, 7 VP. Then you get 14 victory points. The more players in a game, 3 is not many players, but if you play a 5-player game, which I do often, then this is amazing because people don't get that much. The more players, the less points you get. That's basically a rule of thumb. Okay, so Rebel, he goes into error, and that's important. He pushes forward, and now I am being pressured here. If I don't go forward, that will mean he gets to T7 before me. Maybe, just maybe. Okay, so here's inventing. I think he will be taking printing press. And he does. Okay. So now he needs to upgrade. Choose a benefit. I'm not sure what? Which benefit? Which benefit is that? Oh, okay. Never mind. Printing press. He must play a Tapestry card now. What does he play? He plays Dystopia. So, when you get Dystopia, you can take any of these landmarks down here. That's you can it's not like very important. It's not the best of Tapestry cards, but it's like sabotaging me. He can get the best landmark there is, the Rubberworks, and Iverill was maybe hoping to get that or something else. So what's he doing now? He takes it and he places it. And he places it well. This is the best way to place, one of the best ways to place the Rubberworks. He upgrades. I would definitely upgrade. You need the resources, the many resources you can get, the bearer. So let's see if he does that. He does that. Okay, so fine. Not like an 0 elo or 1 elo player. That's good. He goes into error with 6 resources, which is not great, and that means he cannot get to T7. He needs 2 resources, 2 resources, and 3 resources. So I'm pretty safe. And he already used his technology track advancement. So yeah, I'm not that afraid that he would go into something more dangerous for me. Okay, so I still know, I mean, if you go up the exploration, if you say exploration 1, you need to say exploration 2 and probably also exploration 3. So I will probably go to Rafts 2 at some point, but I think I need to secure my position, so I probably go up class 5. Yeah, so T5. And I will, as per normal, I would choose a house, the building house, and I do that, and I would place it down here somewhere. Yeah. Will I upgrade or will I not upgrade? I will not upgrade, and I can tell you why I think I will not upgrade. No, I will upgrade because down here there's an invention called ammonia, which gives me a free farm, which gives me an instant resources. So I will go for that on tech 6. So I will probably upgrade. Yeah, I upgrade technology. I get this one, the worker, and in the era 3 I can upgrade this because I have reached metallurgy. I have reached T4, so I can upgrade this, and I will get a house more, which is not very great because it doesn't really give me any benefits, right? I mean, I can place it here, I can place it there, but I can place it there, then I get a capital score 1 time, so 1 point for completing a row. Yeah, well, 2 points actually, because this one is also uncovered. Writing is uncovered. Okay, let's move on. Please let me know if I should speed up. Yeah, it can be. I mean, I talk a lot here, so please let me know. Okay, so he goes into error 2 now, Iverill, and not only is he really lucky with his map tiles, he also is quite lucky to play this. He plays dictatorship and goes to yeah. I don't know what he does yet, but that prevents others from going up the track. So if he went up here, then we wouldn't be able to move. That could be very bad. If he goes up here, then I can't move to exploration 2 in the next round. It's only one round, or one round. Okay, so what does he do? He goes up the military track, and that's fine. And you can pay to gain the bonus. That's bad. Okay, he goes up to military 2, but he's unable to claim the bonus. That's not good. That's not good. Don't do that. Okay? So he should have gone to science 1. But he shouldn't have played dictatorship at all. I don't know what he has for tapestry cards, but he shouldn't have played it. Dictatorship and I can't remember. It's not Age of Exploration. Age of Discovery, where you randomize where you move forward. You should use those in eras where you are like on military 6, exploration 6, so on, because then you would save 3 resources. This is a resource game, and it is an engine building game also. So you need to use the tapestry cards to pay as few resources as possible for things. I mean, he saved 1 resource by doing that. Here he would have saved 2 resources, and maybe not 3, but that's not a good move either. So he should have kept it. That was his first mistake here. Small mistake. Don't know what else he has for a tapestry card, so let's move on. Okay, he gets a regular map title. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Okay, so now, yeah, I'm unable to predict what he's about to do. Rebel. I would go up to T5 here. Okay, he does that too. He needs to put it here in the middle of his capital map. He does that correctly, and then he goes on here. Let's see. Okay, so now I have a choice to make. I need to push forward to prevent him from somehow reaching track 7, but now that Dystopia has been played, there's no reason to go to T7 anymore. I mean, it's all wasted, so he sabotaged me. Unwillingly or willingly, knowingly, I don't know. But Rebel sabotaged me by going into, by playing the Dystopia and taking that away from me. I mean, I had a really good feeling about getting some landmarks here. Now I don't. Now I actually think I won't get any at all. So I'm not hurrying up it to get to Steel 6. It's my own tempo. So I could go further up here and go further up here. I think I go to Exploration 2. And I do. Now the question is, which is, I'm unsure. I picked the culture, so culture I needed to get to this level 2, kind of 4, 5, and 6. And I probably will use a worker. I decline the bonus, of course I do. Yeah, I don't. I could have. Never mind. I used. What did I do here? Yeah, I paid a worker to advance. Yeah, sure. Okay. So, yeah. Okay, that was my turn. Next turn. Let's move on here. The errors gets longer. So first error was kind of short. Second is a bit longer. Third, and so on. So Ivral, yeah, it's very good move. Not that I didn't expect that. He places a structure which he should place here. And he does. And Rebel, yeah, let's see what he does. I think he goes forward to T6. No, he moves up. That's actually pretty good, because now finally he gets a marketplace. I hope he gets a marketplace. Yeah, he does. Not a marketplace. A house, of course. And he places correctly. He can now choose a resource. He chooses a worker, which is very good. The correct choice, because he owns the science track by now. Dystopia has been played. Nobody can take these away from him unless somebody has espionage. If you have espionage as a tapestry, you will be able to repeat another tapestry card, except for this espionage. That wouldn't make any sense. And that would probably be dystopia here, or dictatorship. I would be rather. I would have to discuss that a lot with myself. Okay, so yeah, me again. Now I have explored this. So military one, of course. Yeah, and I put a token here, so it's not nobody is able to conquer it, and that's the only thing. Also, I would gain a resource no matter what. Here I get a food. If I landed on the question mark, I can see if I can try to. I can't do it. Okay, I can, but anyway, you can see the question mark there. Then I would have gotten the culture. Okay, so yeah, and I choose I choose a culture. Yeah, because I know I might need it to reach the end of the track, but it's looking kind of bleak. I'm not going. I mean, I don't get any landmarks, which means I don't get any resources, extra resources. So I can forget about getting enough to go all through. If I had combined it with exploration, I might be able to do so, but not now. So yeah, he goes further up and he puts the next landmark here. I wouldn't have done that. I would have placed it here, but okay, that's fine. He knows now he's not going to get. Yeah, actually, it's a very good position because now he starts to gain some column for. He starts to be able to use his architects. He just needs to fill out this point and then get a landmark that can fill out this, and he cannot get the rubber works anymore. So it doesn't really matter now. Okay. So what does Rebel do? It's all very exciting. So he goes up. It's fine. He may apply the bonus, and he declines. He declines the bonus every time. I would have, of course, I would have chosen this one. But he does get, yeah, I would have chosen to pay for it and get the farm, if nothing else, just to prevent me from getting it. So I'm happy he didn't do that. Okay, so now it's my turn again. I should probably secure this invention, this ammonia invention. I don't, because I think he cannot reach yet. He cannot reach text 7, so he cannot refresh. He cannot, and Ivero cannot refresh. So I need to go up, and I get. I know why. I know why I did it. Okay, so the tapestry, you're gonna get it on the second of each. Yeah, here you have to pay for the exploration, and don't do that. Don't do that. Do not pay for the. Do not ever pay for tapestry cards unless you know what you're going to use them for. I mean, you have to pay for them if they're as bad as this, then you might consider it. Else, maybe if you go to military 9 because you gain a VP for each card you have, and you need to play a tapestry on top of your existing. So if you have bad cards, it makes sense. Okay, only use resources for tapestry when it comes to stuff like that. Else, just keep your hands away from it. Okay, so now you may pay again. Of course, I get that. I always pay for structure for buildings. So I place it somewhere down here. Yeah, and it doesn't really matter if I place it one way or the other. I will not use. I mean, you could put a landmark like in the corner here, but that would make no sense at all. Then I would not be top 100 player in the world. And I mean, in the world, when I say I'm top 100 player in the world, I mean BoardGameArena world, because there are like maybe 6,000 players, and 1,000 is pretty maybe active. 500 is more active. Top 300 is very, very yeah, active. I play many of the same players over and over. I have not met these before, and yeah, I don't think they want to meet me again. Anyway, so basically, yeah, I'm not sure what I would want to say with that. But I know for sure that you would not place a landmark there. Just don't do that. Okay. So Ivero, he goes on to he does what he's just doing what everybody with high elos would do. So I'm starting to think that he is actually a very experienced player, just not on BoardGameArena, or had a bad run for a few times or something like that. So he actually gets. I mean, He goes to military 12. I'm sure about that at this point. So I'm starting to get very, very worried. Okay, so he's conquering. He's of course conquering the marketplace. And let's see, please. Oh, that was nice. He didn't get the question mark. He didn't get it for free. So that's one thing that goes my way. If he did that, then he would probably going to tech 3 to be able to gain 2 more. Because if he did that, then he would have almost filled out the whole track. Took out away all the buildings, and then he would gain a lot of resources going into next era. Okay, so he's choosing. What did he choose? The coin. When you get the choice of choosing between these two, 7 VP is tempting. Don't do it. 7 VP that he rolled gives maybe in a 5-player game you might be able to do that, or if it's the end game or something like that, special cases, else always take the resource. Okay, so he puts it correctly here in the isolated space. So now he's ready to gain 4. If he gets a landmark that is 2x3 or 3x3, he gets 4 resources, which is amazing. Architects is so overpowered. Okay, so now Rebel, I don't know what he's doing. Okay, that's fine. He should do that. He should do that. So he gains something, and he puts it. Yeah, I don't think I would have put it there. But maybe. Okay, it depends. It's fine. He has a heart. The wetland is not a great capital mat. He could have placed it down here, but it will take some time. He could have placed. It's okay. It's fine. So he gets culture. Not sure why he picks it culture. Why does he pick a culture? I mean, culture is for use for these higher levels of the track. I mean, if you want to go to Science 12 or 11 or gain these kind of bonuses, which you will if you want to compete on the tech track, which he is able to, then you need the worker. Okay, the gray one, right? So that was also a mistake. He's made like 3 to 5 serious mistakes at this point, and I don't consider him an opponent that can do more than sabotaging me at the moment, which he did. Thank you for that. Okay, so now I can still go to T6. I can go to military 3. I will go to military 3. I'm pretty sure I will do that. That is what I would do. And I will, of course, not. It's very tempting to take the middle island now, but I will miss out on a barracks. I think I thought about that for a moment. And I did do that. And it's not. I only do it because I have this invention where I already got armory, an armory. So of course I take the middle island now. So I get 10 VP. Not yet. Okay. So I just need to, and what do I choose here? I choose another culture. So I'm really struggling. I really want to go up, and we'll see. So you also must note, I haven't mentioned that the Tapestry card I got, Dark Ages. It's a very, very hard game, a hard Tapestry card to get. Extremely hard. When played right, it's like amazing. When played badly, poorly, it's a mess, just a mess. Because you need to regress on 3 tracks only to miss out on, say, if I go 3 up here to military 6, I miss out on everything here. I don't get anything. I just advance in front of that guy, but I could have used all that. So it comes with a lot of expenses. I mean, you set aside some bonuses and stuff like that to save a lot of resources. So you need to know what you're doing. So if I am to play this card, I should be in a sweet spot here. I should be on science on exploration 3. I should stay here because I would go to tech 4, and then I'd be able to quickly gain another one. But then there's the upgrade situation. That's not great. If I go into era, which I do if I use that card, then I would need to not pay for the upgrade, and it's not optimal. Also, I should go to, I should be at, end up in science 2, not science 2, science 3, and then go back to science 2 if I was, so it's a hard, basically it's a hard card. And I choose the coin. Okay. I'm sorry if this is, yeah, I can tell that I lost my own one viewer. Nexus stays with me. Okay, so anyway, that doesn't matter. I'm not here to gain viewers. I'm here to do a deep dive into the strategic choices of a BoardGameArena Tapestry game. And that is what I will do. So Iverill must, yeah, that's interesting. He goes up and now he says, okay, he wants a farm and he needs to pay for it. So I'm not sure that was the best choice. Yeah, I would probably have gone into error at this point. Yeah, probably. Then he would get 2 free resources if he moved on. Okay, so Iverill must place a structure. Yeah, okay, and that's actually kind of interesting because he has a farm. If he uses it here, yeah, okay, basically he should put it here or he should put it here. And he puts it correctly on the isolated space. So he plays it optimally. Now Rebel is doing something. Yeah, he should go into error 3 at this point. He has nothing to gain from doing that. He even has the chance of not getting a resource if he lands on a question mark. And let's see. Oh, he's lucky. He gets a resource. Let me guess. Next time he goes to military 2 and do not gain a bonus armory. Well, anyway. So it's not to talk bad about him. It's fine. He needs to learn it. It's just hard to watch when you're an experienced player. But I'm happy I'm watching it because then I'm secured the second place, which means I do not lose as much elo. Okay, so my choices. I want to go into error 3 before those two guys, but I need to do that right now. Maybe I think that Iverill will be not advancing anymore. I think he will go into error. So, but I'm not in a position where I can say, hey, I need to play this. So I would need to play a trap card. Okay, so I go to exploration 3, so I can go back to exploration 2. Yeah. So I am starting to. I'm considering. I think I've chosen to play Dark Ages soon. So I get a farm here. Place it correctly here. I should maybe have placed it here actually. Don't know why I didn't do that. Oh, it was to gain a small bonus of 1 VP. Yeah, sure. Also, I get because I get to upgrade it, and then I will get this resource anyway. So what does Iverill do? Iverill, I don't know. He goes. Okay, so he must have bad tapestry cards. There's no way I would do that anywhere else. Also, he didn't go into error 3, so that's kind of a mistake, I think. Rebel now goes to error 3 and gets resources, and I'm pretty sad he does that because I would probably have gone into error. So now I need to get the full. I mean, I need to focus on Dark Ages and positioning myself correctly. I'm well positioned here. When I go back, I can get another one, but I won't go back on this track. No, because I'm not going. I'm going back on this track. I'm going back on this track. I have nothing to lose by going back on this track where I start, and then you are able to do that. So, and I have nothing to gain from jumping 3 spaces. I could maybe jump 3 spaces here, but I was planning to go the full distance on this. So if I have to play Dark Ages, then I would need to go up on the tech track or the military track. So what does Rebel play for a card? He plays a very good card called Revisionism. So I don't think he knows how to use it for the best. But Rebel, if he goes to T7, he doesn't get the rubber works because he's already got that. But he instead gets an armory. The same goes for military 4. Whenever a landmark is not available, you do not get that. You get an armory. And if you get to, let's say, sign, if you get to sign 7, then you don't just get the landmark, you also get a free resource for that. That's amazing. That's what else do you want? So basically, it's a very he had 2 great Tapestry cards. I have 1 good. Great. Yeah, well, that depends. But in this case, it is actually great. He upgrades printing press, which means he gets a Tapestry, which is fine for him. I think it's the right choice. So, okay. So now he gets, yeah. Okay, now my turn. Okay, so now I have nothing to gain from going into era, but I will like to keep these 4 cultures. If I am going up here, I will need the cultures to gain momentum on the military track. So I will not think it's funny to use anything. So I probably will go into era. But I might go to T6 actually, because then I will get a resource here. So I can. No, I cannot even. No, I need a coin to move up here. You can see it says you need coins. Here you need 2 coins, stuff like that. I'm probably going to. What do I do? Okay, so yeah, okay. Yes, I get it. I eventually have to go up this. So if I am to use this Dark Ages thing, then I need to be as far up as possible so I can time it. I need to land here, say, or here, to be able to finish the track and go further behind him. So I actually am going for military 5 or 6. Okay. Also, it's a nice bonus of 5 VP I get here. Not a bonus, but a benefit. It's called a benefit. So, are you still with me, Nexus? Oh, I hope you have an hour. I think this might take an hour still. Okay. So he gets this structure. I'm pretty sure he places it right here. He doesn't, but that's also very good because he knows he doesn't get this assigned 7, so he can only get like the ones that are left. I mean, he goes for this one. Then he will be able to put it here and get. Let's just count it, right? 2, 4, 6, 8. If he fills this out with an armory, which he will. 8 resources. What? Okay. So I'm trying to prevent that by moving forward 3 positions. But what I did not know is that when you use Dark Ages, it's not like socialism. When you use the Tapestry card socialism, you can choose a track and then move up or down to the nearest other player. So that would mean if Red used socialism, I think it's called, he would move up to my position. And that is very powerful, but you do not gain because another player has probably gained the landmark. You don't gain it. Here you actually do gain it. So if I were to use it right now, I would gain it before him and I would be ahead of him. So that is one way to defend against his major this major crisis. If he gets that resource, I'm done. He gets 8 resources. I cannot compete with that. That's an amazing job. Okay. So let's move on here. Yeah, he gets. What did he do? What did it? Okay, he's just checking his income. Sorry, I'm talking that much. I'm really okay. So Rebel is he's going to Science 5 and picking. He's going to research something, and he's that would have been good if it was technology, right? Because then he would have saved 3 resources. Right now he saves 1, and that's great for him. Great, but it's almost the worst possible outcome of. So he's not that lucky either. You have to be lucky in Tapestry, but luck is only a smaller part. Luck is what you get with the Tapestry cards, especially. The rest you can sort of balance it out. You can make some other moves that mitigates the negative consequences somehow, somewhat, not everything, but basically luck determines how many points you get in the end, but it doesn't determine if you can prevent others from getting a lot of points, VP, victory points. Okay, so anyway, he what does he get? He gets, that's okay, 2 invention cards. Yeah, nothing special here. So okay, I will not be doing walkthroughs of my Tapestry games. Only the very interesting ones will get this treatment, and I have only one more in memory, and that's like a half a year ago. I played with a very strong player where I won. As I said, well, never mind. Let's go on. I go to military 5, so I'm put a little pressure on Everill to make him push forward. He doesn't really need to do that because the only thing he gets, that's the armory here, and that doesn't get him a resource, but it does get him 10 VP, which is, so that's not good either. So it's like he will be pressured to push forward. He doesn't know I have Dark Ages, and I wouldn't know either. So here it's bad because, okay, not that, I need to put one here. But why didn't I put it there? That's just, that didn't make sense. I think that was a mistake. Anyway, so that was I'm a little sad to see this because I did not explore anything. I did not go to exploration 4 and explore another. And why didn't I do that? That was because I wanted to play Dark Ages. But that means I have now rolled a question mark, and I have positioned myself here. As you see and may know, there are no resources on these printed tiles. These are there as a standard. You don't get any, so I miss out on the bonus. There's a third chance that I would get a question mark. I mean, see, I don't get a question mark now. I don't get a question mark now, I hope. I don't get a question mark. Or maybe I do. Yeah. Okay. So 1/3 chance, and I got the third chance. I missed out on a resource. I'm very sad about that. That doesn't make my chances any better. At least I get one, and I will choose a culture. Yeah. Yeah. And I get 4 VP instead because I have to choose between getting a resource or question mark or the number of map tiles I control. So that is 4 points at least. But that's not very good either. Okay, Everill, what does he do? He does not push forward on the military track. I'm unsure why. Oh, that's because he says you can only get here, then you need to go into era, whereas I can go on and beat you to the track. That's what he's thinking. Okay, I need to get some water. I'm talking that much. Okay, that's it. It's just it. Okay. Nexus, are you not a bit bored? if people watching this is not playing Tapestry, then they need to be very interested in Tapestry and the board games to be able to keep up with this walkthrough and to be able to find it interesting at least. Anyway, let's move on. So he went to tunnel 6, and which is also very reasonable since he will now get a resource when going into income. He will be able to explore, and he puts it correctly. So he now is ready to, yeah, he's just ready to go and fill out more spaces and get more resources, and I'm very tired of him getting resources. So now I'm not sure why he does that. Maybe he has a trap card, so when he takes this, then I will not take it because I'm afraid he has a trap card. And I would be afraid he had a trap card. So, but you only gain this you get 10 VP in a 3-person, 2 or 3-person game, player game. You get 10 VP for toppling 2, so I need to conquer him and do it twice without him playing any trap cards. Okay, so Rebel goes on, and that's fine. He does a good job here. But what does it choose? What does it choose? Does he choose to get a farm? To get a house? Yeah, he does. And he cannot use that. He doesn't get a single point. Okay, now he gets 2 points, 2 VPs for placing it there. But he should do it, but then he should be able to get to science 8 and claim another to be able to perform this engine building Yeah, anyway, now my turn. I am not afraid of this guy. I go to I need to make the most of it. So, well, actually, this is actually, should I use all three very expensive resources or not? No, I think I go into error. No, I do it. I do it anyway. That's a bold choice. That means that when I play Dark Ages, I say no to gaining an armory, and I but I save a resource more. So yeah, and then I only need 6 resources to finish. So that's, yeah, okay. So I go there, and one thing that I kind of regret is that I didn't put an isolationist token here and gain a resource. I get the resource, yeah, 1 resource, but I could have gotten 2 resources. So I gain a food, and that's fine. And then I get a tapestry card, which is great because that is what's. I mean, I'm not playing the food conversion thing. Definitely not. I've set it all up for the other. So now this will go here. Yep. No other choice. Yeah. I'm putting it there because I know eventually I will get a house here, or something, a building. And then now I get 2 points at least instead of 1. So that's basically, he's pushing forward. He's thinking, ha, now I got him. You can do nothing but go into error 3. You don't even get bonus for doing that. You just, and then I will just overtake you on this track like a Formula 1 car going forward. Okay, so Ivra is very pleased with himself at this point, and he chooses to conquer what? Oh yeah, he conquered this, and he even got a resource and not a question mark. Great, 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 great. And he pays for the bonus, which he should not. He should not pay for the bonus because he will get it here eventually. So that will be a waste of a resource, but it will gain him 10 victory points when he goes into error. So I understand the choice. It's hard to make. Normally you would say that 1 resource is worth at least 5 VP, but maybe more like 10 VP. So maybe it's okay. Maybe it's okay. But not when you would have gained it anyway. I don't know. It's a matter of taste, I think. So, okay. So we have Rebel. Yeah, what does Rebel do? I would definitely push forward to this and repeat. Yeah, yeah, I'm not sure. I'm actually not sure. Okay, he pushes forward on the military. I would either go tech or I would go science. But of course, anyway, what does he do? He places a structure, which is the correct choice. Um, yeah, it is the correct choice. And he should put it here in the isolated space, which he does not. Oh, there, that's fine. That's fine. Okay, so me again. I can only go to Astronomy 1. Do I do it? I hope not. No, I play Dark Ages. And I move forward and I move backwards on multiple tracks here. So now I can get this pretty for free almost. Not for free, but it's worth it. And I get this very cheap. And I am now ready to maybe gain a civilization by the end of Era 3, which is very powerful. And this was my surprise. I got this tank factory. So I can put it here. He would have gotten a tank factory next move and get 8 resources. Now he can watch me go up the track and he can see me claim the last one of these, and he has wasted his effort. But he can still gain it, right? So he can gain it here. So that's it's not all bad. It's just kind of delaying the trauma. I don't know. But it's good for me actually. I get a resource here, so I probably choose culture. Yeah. Upgrade technology. Of course I upgrade what is called air conditioning. Yes, and I put it down here. Else I'm okay. Come on, dude. That's just not great.
Okay, so I made a few mistakes along the way as well. I always make mistakes. Don't worry about that. But that was poorly played, I think. Okay, so now I gain this. I still have bad tapestry cards. Pillage and plunder is only good if I'm going very. If I mean, I have one conquest left, so I cannot be toppled when I play it. But I have only one left, so that doesn't make sense. Okay, and this one is turning food into another resource and gaining 2 VP for each time I do that. Not great, not great. So I'm like, oh my god, these tapestry cards, they are killing me. I still find myself ending up on second. Yeah. So Ivro, he moves forward to claim the train station, and now let's look at his resources. 4 and 1, right? 4 and 1. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Wow. And does he not gain? I didn't. He gains 2 territories, and one of them is a freaking house. That's actually what he needs, and he can put it. He can even get most of it here. He can even even gain 2 VP for it, and he's exploring. Why is he exploring? He's exploring because he got 2 tiles. So not only that, he gets a house for. I'm pretty stumbled by this, and now he starts to fill out the next one down here, so he can gain 2 resources from that. It's a disaster for me, complete disaster. I'm losing this game. There's no way, no way, no way. I'm getting ahead of this game. Okay, Rebel must place a structure. He went to claim the academy, and he places it good. That's fine. It's a good place, and he chooses a resource, and I really don't care. But he chooses a worker so he can finish the track. Now he must repeat a track, and he repeats this one, which is the best choice he has. So, and he puts it right there, and that's correct. He's down here, yeah. So, okay, Rebel must confirm, or deny, no, confirm his turn, and then I am up. Okay, so I have poor tapestry cards, and I'm about to enter the nuclear bomb era here, where I go to military 10. I get a landmark, that's great, but I have not gone up the exploration track yet. I have no good tapestry cards, and I have no way of getting them. I cannot get any. I mean, there are no tapestry cards left here. There's a tapestry card here. There are no tapestry cards here unless you get so far. I don't intend to do that. So basically, I need to overplay this with a trap card because that gives me 10 VP. That's the only thing I can do. Now, I need to make sure I get to military 10 before red do. So I'm not sure if I do that right now, but I need to do it soon because you never know what tapestry card he has. If he has socialism, he can jump to my position. If he has espionage, he can play dictatorship and prevent me. That's not too bad. So I don't think it's that bad yet. Okay. So I cancel my move. I advance here. So I need to get a few more points before I go up there, and I need to go here anyway. So I choose the farm, and now please place it on one of these positions. I'm actually, I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm actually worried I might have missed something, that these have already been filled out and the game is just not showing it, but I don't think that's the case. I'm wondering what I'm doing right now. So basically, I'm setting it up for me being able to get the best of this fusion reactor. So if I put it there, I will get 1 resource and can soon get 2 here, and I can get 2 more here. So in that matter, it's a good way. So now everyone moves up here to gain. I'm not sure what he would want to gain from that, but he cannot move up the military track. He cannot go into era just yet because he can actually go into era, but Well, here comes the great discussion, and I will not be using a long time. But when do you go into era 4? Because you get 3 resources, like it's mentioned here, for being first to era. That's very powerful. The even more powerful thing is that you deny your opponents one of your opponents 3 resources. In a 4 or 5 player game, that is different because then you are on a much larger map and your neighbors are actually just the 2 players, one on each side. So multiple players can go into era 4 as the first of your neighbors. Okay, but here you would normally say use all your resources before going into era, but you need to be able to push to the bottom of the track in era 4. So it's like, okay, you need to push to the end here. Can you do that with 8 resources? It gains 3 food. This means 8 resources. Yes. 1, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's what he needs. He needs 8 food to be able to get to the end of the track. So if he went into era 4 now, he would definitely be able to go here. But he has architects, so he knows he will be able to freely pick any resources, so that doesn't matter for him. He also knows he will probably get this landmark, which means 2 more resources, so he's not in a rush. So what should he else be doing? He cannot go further up the military track. He could start the science track, or he could try to get to tech 5. So that's why he goes up here. He's inventing instead of choosing banking. I'm not sure why he does that, but I presume it's because he knows he's not going to get all these, and he doesn't have an invention to upgrade, so he's inventing now. And he chooses a farm, which is very good. And yeah, I would have loved to pick that one, and I probably, yeah, that's. I'm sad to see that again. Again, a very good move where I am stumbled by not being able to follow my plan here. Okay, Rebel, he just moves further up here, places a structure correctly down here. Okay, now I still need to consider going up here or going up. Sooner or later, I will be exploring because I will need it for military 12, maybe. So let's see. I cancel my move and I go to, I'm saying, okay, I'm not getting any more tapestry cards. I won't have him playing an espionage card on top of Utopia, no, Dystopia, not Utopia, Dystopia, and stealing it from me. So I put it there, up there. I get a resource, and I pick a worker. Not sure why, because I'm not going to the end of science track. And then I just play a trap card. When you play a trap card, you also disclose to other people that that's the best card you can play at this point. So now they know they don't have to be very scared of you. Because if I had Age of Exploration, I would have probably played it by now. Maybe not that, man. But if I had Espionage, I would definitely have played it. Then I would maybe have used Dictatorship, something like that. Okay. So they basically also know that I'm pretty. Maybe these players do not know, but players with my elo or higher or lower, little lower, would know that playing a trap card makes me vulnerable. So if he decides to attack me, I need to have a spare trap card to be able to topple his attempt, to topple his item conquest here. So my strategy here is I play a trap card. These are unexperienced players. I expect them to say, oh, he has a trap card. Now he doesn't have any more. Okay. And then this military 7 is pretty big because you gain both dice. Both die. I can't remember if it's dice or die. But both of these you gain if you conquest another player. So he should attack me when going to military 7. He should do that. Because maybe I do topple his, but he gains both of the results anyway. So that's a win-win situation. And since I have a trap, I will not just get a resource for playing that against him. I will also be one step closer to getting topple 2. So if he goes here and I attack him and I topple him if he doesn't have a trap card, which is likely, since I have 2 of the 6 trap cards, then I will get 10 victory points more and not a chance for me to be conquered. So nobody else would gain those 10 points. That is also 10 points denied. Yeah, so I go here. But okay, next consideration is I cannot go to military 11 right now because then I would lose this trap card. So I'm really in a dilemma here. I have some good options when I played Dark Ages, but it also made me vulnerable because if I want the civilization here at the end of the track, which is very good to gain in this area, then he will know for sure that I do not have any trap cards because you need to pay the 3 tapestry cards to gain 10 VP, and I would like to gain the 10 VP. Also, I would like to wait to go to military 11 because I get the capital score victory points. So I basically would like those 2 to be filled out. Yeah, because then I would gain 6 points instead of 4 points. Okay. So I need to delay that. More on that later. Okay. Yeah, it's been a long game this. Okay, so Iverell is going forward with his plan of getting to tech 5, I guess. And he invents another building because he's architect. He's doing everything by the book. I might have taken this if I were him. The culture bonus is good, calendar. But he's not going for, I don't think he's going for tech the high tech levels. Okay, Rebel, what do you do? Okay, you just randomly chooses the exploration track. But not so random maybe, but he should definitely just go ahead on. He should have gone here. Okay, it's because it's his last. Yeah, he should have gone into area 4 to make sure I don't. Okay, so we are nearing the end game. Okay, the end game might take some time to explain. Not what it is. It's era 4. It's the last era, real era. It's where everything is happening. Everything that decides the game is happening in era 4. As Richard West used to say, era 1 to 3 is just preparation for era 4. Everything you do in age 1 to 3 is about engine building. It's about getting as many buildings as possible. It's about advancing to good positions on the track, using your tapestry cards for the best. Going into era 4, everything is about maintaining your resources, getting to your goals, fulfilling your strategy. That's what it's all about. I know that. I've played this game so many times. Nothing is decided until you go into era 4 and ends up and you know where the final tapestry cards have been played. Okay? So he going on to exploration 2 is not as good as getting 3 resources for going into area 4, but I'm happy. Okay? So I have a very big decision here. Should I stay? I can stay forever in era 3. Okay? I can gain a lot. I can go up the exploration track, gain those 2, gain 7 points. I can go up here, take this. I can do a lot of stuff. But if I do that, then Rebel, what can he do? What will he do? Rebel, which is not the next player, but Rebel, he can go up the science track. He can not go up the military track. He cannot go up the tech track. He can move up and gain a farm. He will probably do that. Okay, so there's a 50-50% chance that he will go to exploration 3. He's a beginner, so he probably will. If somebody goes into area 4, I will be forced to go to tech 5, to go to exploration 5 or 6, maybe even to science 2 or 3. But then if I do that, then I won't be able to go to military 11 and 12 and will not get my civilization. If I skip some of that, I will be able to get my civilization. But then I would need to get a tapestry card. So what am a wise man like myself to do? Yeah. You know how long I pondered that question? I spent I'm not kidding. I spent between 1.5 and 2 hours pondering on this move. If this is played, there's you have 7 days each to move all your to for complete all your turns, right? If this has been a real time game, then I would maybe have 2 minutes to decide. So real time games are played totally different from these play by email sort of. You get an email when it's your turn, then you can just take it whenever you please. You can think on the turns as long as possible. I love that game style. So this game is played like that. Most Tapestry games, in my opinion, should be played like that. You need time to think. Else you will just get a speedy game where people make mistakes all the time. It's no fun. It's fun to watch great players make great choices. I have not made great choices yet, but I think Dark Ages was kind of a genius move at this point. I'm pretty sure Richard West would agree. I might send this to him. So, okay. So, do I go into era 4? Actually, I think here at this point, I'm unsure. I might be able to take the chance. So there's one variable left. This Iverel. I want to pronounce his name in French. Iverel. But he's from Poland. So it's not. Yeah, Poland. My son would be angry with me if I said that this was not the Polish flag. Okay. So what is Iverel, which is the next player, going to do? That is absolutely as crucial as Rebel, because Iverel has the upper hand still. I might have evened out this a bit, but he just got like a million resources and he's about to get more resources. So what do I do? What if he goes into error? Then he gets 3 resources. Yeah, okay. And what else could he do? He could have an espionage card played. Okay, that's not so interesting. But he could have a strong tapestry card. So I actually went to ChatGPT, not to decide, but like instead of talking to Richard West about this, he's not my friend on BoardGameArena, and I don't want to spam him. So I actually had a long, deep research with ChatGPT. It didn't understand half of the game, but it said you need to. It advised me to gain the upper hand on Iverol, well, on the other players by going into Area 4, because then getting these 3 resources is the same as with the achievements. You deny the other players. So even though I have that many resources, I should still go into error, even though that will mean I calculated it. I would gain 25 victory points more by staying in error 4, which is extremely good to go into error 4 with maybe over 100 points. So I stay in era 3 for the moment, and I'm really not. So I'm saying like, okay, I'm actually surprised by this, but that's great. I'm doing it because okay, I can't undo. No, never mind. I could have gone into area 4. You can only have 8 resources here. So 8 resources is the max you can have. Okay, so 8 resources, you cannot, that's a waste to gain more than that. Then I will just say 8 here. It also says that on the, you can see it. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 is the max here. All right. So I took a chance and I said to myself, okay, maybe ChatGPT is right, but if they go into error, so be it. Then I will try to get more points than them, because I still did get to obstruct him, sabotage him, and I would like to get to at least use some of this. I will not pay for the upgrade, but I will gain, I think I will gain the last one here. Yeah, I take the armory because he gets 10 points by going into error 4, and I get 10 points. So that evens it out. And I get 2 points more for filling out one of these. And then I get a resource more. and I choose wisely. I choose a worker. Well, I don't know if it's wise, but and I decline my bonus. Yeah, okay. So that was major decision here. So Iruel, he goes into error. I think he cancels his move. That could mean that he thinks I have a lot of resources. Why would I go into error 4? But he might be frightened that Rebel goes into error 4. But we are not so afraid of Rebel. Even if he goes into error 4, that was also my concern. He will just have denied us the resources. And I can tell you for sure that I would have gotten 3 resources more. So basically the benefit of going into error 4 if I just stayed in error 3. So if Rebel is denying Errol the 3 resources, bonus resources for going into error 4, I'm very happy. Actually, not that happy, but still. That makes him closer to getting to number 2, but he has played not like me or Everell, so I expect him to end up 3rd. So I'm not that concerned. So he goes to his planned move, take 5, which I would probably also. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think I would. I wouldn't have gone into error, I think. So now he positions it correctly here. So he sets it all up. All is good. All is good. He pays for a bonus and upgrades and claim 1 farm, and he should do that for sure. So he's putting that right there. That's a funny way, but it's okay. I would have put it here, no doubt, no doubt. But he's probably planning on putting a market here so he can gain 2 VP for that row. I would. Anyway, that's fine. Rebel does not go into error. He goes and gets his market, which is fine. That gets him a resource extra, and it gets him also a resource extra when going into error 4. But yeah, so now I know for sure Rebel, he cannot move forward on any tracks. So he's forced into error 4 now. Iverell, he wants to finish the track. He doesn't need, but it would be great for him to get in extra resources to reach the end. So no way I'm going that way. I'm going into error. And I pick a coin. And why do I do that? It's not that good of a choice. I will tell you later. I should have picked 2 coins because I get to 8 with my income here. 3 gets me to 8. So I play this card, and it's basically rubbish, but I cannot play my trap because I need to save it for the attack I expect. And I get 4 points for this because yeah, okay, I think it's right now. Yeah, so now I choose some other resources, and I chose the worker, I think. Yeah. So now I realize sort of a mistake. I didn't realize that I would have to pay a Tapestry card and gain 1. I didn't. That was my mistake. I thought I would end up with 4 cards on my hand, so that's not very good. At least I have a lot of resources. I have like 24 resources, which is very good for Era 4. Okay, so Iverell is probably annoyed now, but he may have done this anyway because he knows that he will get some resources here and he will be able to finish the track by getting 2 food here. So this is no problem for him to use it. It's actually optimal because now he gets the food printing, which is the last of the farms, and that means he also gets 10 VP extra for going into error. So it's actually pretty good. And of course he has no choice now because I went into error 4. But I would have liked to know what was going on in his brain at that point. If he was annoyed or he was just saying, yeah, I would have done that anyway. So basically for free, I could have used another move. Okay. So Rebel goes into error 4. And he pushes forward on this track with his leaders, which is very good. He should do that, and he uses it to push forward over here on the tech track, which is also good. He gains 2. He shuffles the inventions, and then he chooses. Yeah, it's okay. It's okay to use that one. And what does it choose next? Okay, strange choice. Gaining a building. Not. He should have picked transistors. It's more than capable. It's very good. It's a very good. You gain 4 points if you upgrade it twice. And I am at nuclear bomb 10, so he would be able to upgrade it. There's a lot of upgrades on the way here on the tech track. So Rebel, he plays a trap card. So Rebel had a trap card. Okay, nice. So now we know 3 trap cards are in play, which narrows, minimizes the risk of, say, Iverell having one. Okay. Upgrades clocks. Rebel upgrades clocks. Yeah, so he moves forward and misses out on a bunch of stuff. But I understand he wants to finish the tech track, but he's at this point he's unable to. Yeah, he's unable to. So now it's my turn. Now I have a lot of. I know just if I want to finish the military track, I need to get this tech card. No, this tapestry card. There's no way I'm getting it from the other track. So there's nothing. I need to go forward. So I could push forward, but that does not make any sense. Then I need to go to science 4, and I don't want to waste my energy or resources on that. So I just deny the bonus here. So Iral is now going into era 4, and he plays this Age of Wonders where you gain 3 VP for each. Yeah. No, you don't. You gain 12 VP for if you have the most landmarks. So great for him. It's a good choice. And he upgrades. Fine. Okay. Rebel. So now we are in the end game. And as you see, I calculated this a lot. How many resources do they go into with era 4? Yeah, 13 resources, 9, 11 resources, and I have 24. So at this point, he's a bit forward. He has a lot of points here, more than me, but I still have a long way to go on the tracks, and I have calculated I will be able to finish the tech track, the military track as well, and maybe go up the exploration or maybe the science. Yeah. So at this point, I would say 50-50 who wins, me or Iverell. I also have the isolationists, and as you can see, I have a map tile here. I can place it here, and so if I somehow could gain a conquest action more than just military 12, I would be able to secure 5 territory tiles that are similar, which would net me a sum of 31 VP. So 31 VP makes me already in front of him. So, and I have also made considerations about it all comes down to get all of your buildings away from your mat and onto the capital mat, from your game card or whatever it's called. Yeah, do that. And I have noted that I might be able to do that. Just maybe not exploration, the last exploration, the last market. Okay. So now it's actually an easy game for me now, because I would like to go to computers to Tech 10 first, but there's a long way to do that, so I'm not sure I'm going to do that. So I need to go to mathematics too, of course. Gain the Tapestry card, doesn't matter which one it is, because I cannot play anymore. I just need 3 that are not a trap card to be able to gain the next civilization. So of course, and I of course pay for the building. And I place it there instead of there. I'm not sure what's going on. I'm really not sure what's going on. Okay. So Iverell moves up to, he pushes forward here. he might be able to go. I'm not sure why he does it. He doesn't have any resource for this for that, so he's just gaining. Yeah, he puts it there. Yep. Okay, so we are nearing the end game. I think there maybe be a quarter left. 15 minutes, 20 minutes. I didn't expect this to take as long as it has. Sorry about that. Not really. Just noting that. Rebel is going on to 10th. So somebody did go there. So if somebody had the civilization, or what's it called? I can't remember, but the ones where you gain a civilization, then you could upgrade it for now. So he moves backwards on this track, and is probably correct to do so because he wants to fulfill his quest, going to track to check 12, and where you gain 4 resources. Also, you may gain getting first to track end, but it should be me. So you can see he's now at 10. So my worry here is, okay, let's just finish his turn. Yeah, he puts it. It's fine. My worry is that he gains the end of track achievement. I need to go 2 positions more. He needs to go 2 positions more, but he cannot pay for it, so he will not be able to do so for the next round. He needs more than that. He needs a few rounds to do it. So I'm not, and he's only at exploration 8. Okay. So I don't think I'm going here yet. I think I'm going to herbalism. I'm not. I'm actually not taking a chance. I should have gone to herbalism. Just saying. So that's a small error. Keeping my trap card, getting some resources, because I still need to fill out. Maybe there's I'm not sure. 1, 2. There's a bug. There's a bug. Okay. So see, I have 3 markets here, but only 2 are visible on this capital mat. That explains a lot. The last one is here. I cannot refresh. Okay, I cannot press F5 and reload. That would be a disaster. I would not stay. I would not. I would need to repeat everything. So just imagine there's a building there. Okay, it's not me that's being stupid here. You can see it because I got 6 VP capital score. You get 1 for each completed row and column. So up here there's a 3 completed columns. 1, 2, 3, and 3 completed rows. That is a net sum of 6 VP. Okay. So Iverell must advance to take income now. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's. Yeah, okay, he's now going for the exploration. You see, he can't even right now. He wouldn't be able to finish. No, that's not. That's Iverell. He's not able to finish, but he will gain 2 resources for getting the landmark here. The this one, the launch pad. Okay. So now he gets to explore, and that's fine. He explores anywhere on the map, and that is apparently there. He gets a lot of points for that. 5 VP maximum. And he does not pay for the tapestry, so he plays rather well. Okay. Rebel is going forward and pushes forward, and he upgrades the technology, which is... Okay, he gains... what did he gain? Okay, tech card, sewage, and plumbing. Yeah, okay, so he upgraded that card. And then... No, he repeated... Yeah, okay, so he took the circle, he took the culture, and then he overplays his tapestry card with what? Yeah, okay, he gains 12 VP for 4... that is the 3 VP per landmark, so that's 12 VP. That's great. And that's fine. And the next move here is going forward once more, gaining 11 plus 3 points, that is 14 points. And he places a structure somewhere. It's not a, as you can see, it's not a very good map. Capital Mat is one of the worst, I think. So that's done him no favors. Okay, so now I have just... if you are at this point, you should go make 12. So that's just no. Yeah, and always get the civilization first, because sometimes gaining the civilization means that you can use the conquest to gain some benefits. For example, what's it called? Militants, yeah. And yeah, there are a few civilizations where that matters. So I gain, this is hit or miss. Okay, so merrymakers, I get merrymakers, but gaining a civilization that late game here is a hit or miss. So one thing is gaining a civilization should be done as early as possible in the game, in the eras. Gaining it in era 3, fulfilling the military track in era 3 is optimal, because then you gain the benefit. This has the benefit of when I move into an era, I get 2 bonuses from this. So right now I actually just get 1, because in era 5 I will get the bonus. Had I gotten this in era 3, then I would have gotten double the bonus, kind of, just some other bonuses. I don't want to explain this card especially. At this point, there's only 2 positions or 4 positions that make sense: left middle, top middle, right middle, bottom middle. Because then, I mean, I cannot use resources for anything during the era 5. Well, in some cases maybe, but not this one. And so I need to put it there, so I can go on conquest and exploration, or take an invention, or get the capital match score, depending on what pays off most. So I probably put it on worker and coin. Yeah, and I don't get any benefits from that, so it's only a era 5 bonus. Also, I would like to mention that, say that you could go to military 12 at the beginning of your next round. Let's say you had leaders and you had the military open, and you could only get to military 11, then you go into era 5. If you use this military advancement to go to military 12 in era 5, you will get the civilization, right? You just don't get any bonuses from it, because it's kind of out of play. You are not entering an era. So it would be good if you had isolationist and you got it, because then you would get the bonus at the end of the game. But there's a lot of stuff that doesn't make sense. I mean, don't get a civilization going into era 5. It's just get it before that. Okay. So now I conquer one of these. I think I conquered the food one. No, yeah, I conquer, of course. No, wait. I conquest this one down here, because I need to have as much land connected as possible, and I don't know if I get another chance. But I have 8 coins. Remember, maybe you remember that I told that when I did this earlier, when I got the 3 extra resources for going into era 4, I chose to get 8 coins. So I choose now a food. Great, but I get no coin, 0 coins, because I get both of the dice when I go to military 12, but I already had 8, so I wasted another resource, right? So now I have lost 2 resources going up the military track. That's a kind of a disaster. So, but I'm even out the score here. So 137, 136. Averill is pushing up. I'm not sure why he does it, but yeah, something, he has to do something, right? So yeah, I cannot use those for much, because if I get up the tech track, and I will get two markets. So I cannot use this one. I might be able to use this one. So let's see what I'm choosing later on. He chooses the market, and that's good for him. Okay, so he's inventing. He invents these two, concrete and lithium-ion battery. That's actually very good. He will get to space shuttle at 10 exploration, so he will be able to upgrade it all the way up if he chooses to, but that depends. He needs more upgrades here to be able to do that. Okay. So here comes something interesting into play. This is a conquest action that can possibly bring me from 23 points to 31 points. If I put this map tile here, and I place my outpost here. Then I have 5, and I'm not attacked. It depends on not being attacked here at military 8. But there's probably nobody getting there. He could go to military 7. Okay, so rebel, what do you do? What do you do? He goes further up, and he should do that. He can go to the end of the tech track as number 2. I got the 10 VP. He will get 5 VP. So he upgrades this one to gets 12 points. 11 points, sorry. He has 11. And what does he do? He gains 11 more because he repeats this one. Okay, so he gets 22 points for going there, and he gets 10 points for exchanging 3 of. He declines the bonus. Yeah, it's actually a weak level 11 bonus. You gain 10 points, but if you have 3 here, you had gained 9 points. But right now he gains 6 points. He gets more, but he should have paid. He should have paid. That's the main conclusion here. Okay, so I have now motivation to gain this one, so I should go to science 6. And I do, and I should pay for the bonus. Now get a complete. And I choose, wearingly, I choose to get to 8, because I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 coins to get to the bottom of the track. That's only possible if I somehow can get a coin. So if he attacks me, if Ivrael attacks me here, I can get a coin. Else, I actually have no way of getting a coin. This is filled out. I cannot fill out with any more. So I cannot get there unless I pick either light bulb or dynamite. Dynamite, if I put, okay, I get it. Okay, sorry. I can get it by just exploring E4. So I will do that, of course. So it's not, but I needed to go to 8 coins at least. So I invent and I pick the conquest. That's the most important for me. Okay. And the next card is also a very good card, the nail, but it's come so late game that it doesn't matter. We cannot get it anyway. Hey, I can get it. Yeah, okay, sure, I can get it. Sure, I can get it. So, never mind me saying that. He goes to exploration 10, and puts it there. Yeah, that's a great place to put it, actually. So he gets 2 resources. So 1 coin. No, he should have put it there. Then he would have gotten 2 resources. That's very weird. That's very weird. And he chooses a coin instead of. He forgoes. Oh yeah, that is the biggest mistake. One of the few mistakes ever made was not to end the track. I mean, he can see that he gets nothing from going there, but the space tiles that you get here, 3 space tiles, they can be absolutely magnificent. Right now, he gets them, but he doesn't get to pay for 2 more. So that's basically not very good. He would have been able to just finish this track because I denied him the 3 resources when going into Area 4. If he had them, he would be able to finish his track. So he's pretty annoyed, I think. He can see that even though he has 10 more points than my bonus and this bonus, I will get some points here. And right now, I'm starting to see myself as a winner here, even though I'm lacking a bit on points. Right now I say 60-70% that I will win. So I've changed that from like 20% to 70% or something like that during the game, against the odds. Having one good Tapestry card, not that good, it's just a building really. And although these are bad cards, trying to gain as much VP as possible without and choosing wisely to go and claim some landmarks. Yeah. So Rebel, he goes to 12 and he starts on the check track. So that's, I'm not sure what I would have done. I won't consider that. It's basically he's in a bad place no matter what he does. Okay, so moving up science once. Oh, sorry, I didn't see that. It was 3 minutes ago. Zip. Science once. Oh, sorry. When did you say that? Yeah, let's see. To Rebel could move up science. Yeah, he cannot do that. Okay, I'm not sure. When was that? Okay, just let me know if you. Yeah, I didn't see. Nobody has written in. Oh, it's been so long. I've been streaming for so long. Sorry about that. Okay, so now I am in the late end game. The others are soon to finish. He got some extra resources that will keep him alive. So I will go to Robber 7, which is Tech 7, Robber, Tech 7. And I will choose, I will not refresh the cards. I will choose this with the coin. That should be a clear choice. And then I'm actually struggling a bit. Here comes one more. Should I pick that one? I have 3 conquests left. Yeah, I should probably. I'm really like, I'm not going for this, I think. So basically, I should not have, I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter. It matters less now than it would have in Era 2 or something like that. Okay, so I refreshed them now just because I saw him start on the tech track. So yeah, but that's not good either. So he could get this one and upgrade it. He could get the assembly line, going to take 1, get the assembly line upgraded at the end of the day in Era 5, and then he would gain 12 points because this one counts 12 points more. So actually he's doing remarkably well as regards victory points at this point. So what does Everall do? He's just I'm not sure what's going on. He still doesn't go to science to exploration 11. He should do that because you never know what you're gonna get in these space tiles. So if you get some good space tiles, that might inform you of going somewhere else on some other tracks. So okay, so he gets a market, but yeah, great for him. And then he pays for the upgrade where he gets. Oh, okay, I see why now. Yeah, I see why, because he gets. He can now put it there, and he gets a coin and a food. Okay, not 2 food, just 1 food. So now he can just keep on going. Now he can get to. Yeah, okay, of course. Yeah, he had to pay with the food. Okay, so I'm going to plastic. I'm just pushing on now. Yeah, I will put it here because that will give me some extra points in the end of the game. I will pay because I have reasonable amount of resources, which is why resources are very powerful, because they are of course very powerful. But I get to upgrade here, so I get to get a culture, not a culture, a worker. Yeah, getting tired here. So now he pushes forward. He gets some exploration tiles. No, space tiles. Yeah. Okay, so this one he can't use. He will not get a farm. He has all the farms. He will get 5 points. He will be able to use military to get 7 point, move forward and get 7 points, which means he could attack me and gain both dice. That would be great for him to do. I would do that if I were him. Or he can get a invention upgrade, something and stuff like that. So what does he do? He chooses the second best. I'm not sure it's second best, but okay. He gets 6 points. First he invents. This one he cannot use. When he upgrades it, he cannot get a landmark more when he just got it. And here comes a good card. Inventions. There are 2 cards that involves each building type. One provides a resource of the same kind of the building, like a worker for this. And then when you upgrade it, you get the building, you get the house here. The other is this one where you first get the building and then you get the VP score for the number of buildings you have placed, you have removed from your mat. Okay, so Ivro may upgrade. He upgrades this. He wants to repeat something, which is probably the space tile eventually. That's also very good. So now it makes sense that he doesn't move forward here. Okay, Rebel must advance. So he goes to science 12, and that's a hit or miss. He has finished 2 tracks now, so he gets 5. He cannot move further. He can actually move. So he didn't get. If he had put his token on some other track, then he would have gotten 5 points now. Now he can move up the military track. He doesn't get any bonuses or anything. And then science, you get 5 VP here because you cannot go further. And the last one, I think, is military. He can go up once more. And that's about it. So he got 5 VP for spending 2 resources. Yeah, and that would have been 10 VP instead, and that's okay, but yeah. So now I go to Tech 9, upgrade, get the coin I need to finish the track. That's great. I can now secure the 4 resources down here. It cost me 2 resources to get 4. That's a good deal. Also, it delays when I get to era 5, so it's pretty much always best to end the game as the last person. Almost always. Okay, so Ivro is upgrading a technology. Getting this one, he should repeat the tiles. Please say he does. He upgrades. He gets what? Claims 1 mark. Where did I? What? He repeats. Oh my god. Okay. And then he pays the last he has to upgrade and get. Okay, so yeah, basically he wanted to get 2 more markets. I get that. Instead of taking his chances with the map tiles. So he's basically finished his game at 269 points, which is it's good. Okay, it's for a 3-player game. It's a great score. You should be able to gain above 200. Above 240 is kind of good. 269 is very good. No, it's also in the good area. Above 300 is very good, and above 400 is outstanding, right? So just like the ELO. Okay, fun. Good. So now Rebel moves to exploration, and that's fine. And he draws a territory, but nothing special. He's exploring. He cannot do anything at this point. He's doomed. He knows he's not. Maybe he doesn't, but he's not going to win. So I go to compute. No, yeah. So I don't go to computers 10, the T10. Why don't I do that? Because I want to maximize the score I'm getting. I get 12 points for military track, and I get 3 points, 2 points if I didn't go up for science. Every victory point counts at this time. So I go here and I fetch another market, which I position here to gain 1 more VP for each of these. So 3 VP victory points. Okay, so Rebel, he can advance 1 more time. He goes to track 2 and doesn't get the bonus, which doesn't really matter. So now it's me. We are only 2 people left, so I go up the track, get 15 points and nothing more. Rebel moves to track 3, places a structure, which is the right thing to do. So he gets like 4 points for doing that. And he can get an extra resource. Probably does too. He doesn't. Or what? No? Anyway. I go to Tech 11. I don't. I have enough money to... Yeah, okay. I have enough resources. I go to Navigation Exploration 4. Why do I do that? because when I upgrade, I want to upgrade the conquest, one of these two. Okay, and I will be able to do that. But I want this one. Oh, yeah, what do I even? I want to be able to make sure I get this tile. So I will explore that tile. And now I'm all set for the end game of getting 5 attached land map tiles of the same type conquered. Okay, so he moves up to ships 5 and wait, what? What did he do? 5. Oh yeah, he get VP claims 1. Oh, he placed an up. I'm not sure what. Oh, he's in his income turn. Never mind. Yeah. So he upgrades. Yeah, fine. Puts another. Yeah, that's fine. Now comes. No, I'm the only one in the game now. So I go to check 11. I claim 1 house. Yeah, I use the square first to gain the house, so I can remove that from the mat. And basically I upgrade and claim this one. And I get a culture for that. I cannot use that. I could have used it to gain 5 points, but I will try to. Yeah, maybe I should have done that, right? So anyway, what did I do now? Yeah, I paid to gain just 1 VP extra than getting 9 VP here for 3 technologies inventions. I get 10 VP. So I'm going to 12, getting some extra resources here. Okay. And then I just go up science. No, exploration, of course. I go up there and I gain all these 2, 4, 6, 7 points and pay for the farm. Put it there to get 3 extra points. It all counts. A lot of small things just builds up to a whole lot more. Here I'm not going up there. It gives me 2 points and nothing more. So I'm going up exploration 1, hoping for maybe a farm. Don't get it. That would have been great because it was not in play. Nobody had the farm. It was not placed anywhere here. So the farm would actually, how many? There are 18 tiles left. Okay. So there was an 18th, a 19th. Okay, there was 5% chance that I would have drawn that one. So I go up and I explore, and basically the game is finished now. I go up one more to tunnels. Doesn't really matter whether I go one way or the other. Just to see if I got the farm. I didn't. The map tile with the farm. Okay, so and I can do nothing with that. So that's just I'm using merrymakers here. I am choosing the capital score and the exploration because the exploration will get me 5 points. So I position it here, get 5 points. And I take 8 points from the capital mat. This one is filled out, doesn't look like it. So now I have 200 points and I can even upgrade. So I upgrade this and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No, I don't do that. Actually, I am not getting any bonuses from that, but I'm gaining 3 points from conquest. And I get the one I would like to. There's a third of a chance. So instead of upgrading and getting 7 points, I get 8 points now. Or yeah, 8 points. So 8 points, and now I have finished the turn and gets 31 from Isolationist. I end up with a score 326, which is not outstanding, but very good. This, my friends, concludes this session on Tapestry. Yeah, I've been streaming this. It has taken me 2 hours and 20 minutes to go through this game. The game result, okay, I can't see that, but the game result is that I gained 7 elo for winning all these 2 players. So when you are at 3, I got 406. When you are at 399 elo, I would probably have lost like 15 or 16 elo by losing to these. If I ended up second, I would have lost maybe 7 elo, because the probability that I would be able to defeat the other 2 players is much greater because I have a high elo. This game and this walkthrough shows that you need to consider, you need to have a lot of experience with Tapestry to be able to both predict when do players go into error, what do they do. If they are beginner players, you don't get to predict because they are doing stuff that you would not imagine yourself that you would do. You have to take into consideration every small detail, like which inventions are there, what Tapestry cards do I have. Actually, I have gone so far, not in this game, okay, a little in this game, but more when I played before, like a year ago, something like that. I had a spreadsheet where I calculated the resources planned for the whole end game of Era 4. Also, I have been in games where marriage of state was included, where the others getting the benefits when I move up a track. I've been sabotaged by that multiple times, also lost because of it. But I have also a few times mitigated it by planning everything into detail in a spreadsheet, right? So it takes not 2 hours to play this game for me. This game has taken me 4, 5, or 6 hours, or maybe 4 hours to play through. So if this has been like a chess game, then I would have used all my time available. If I sat in, I don't play chess, but if you are in a tournament. So there's no wonder that people just love this game. The people that love this game really love this game. It's also it's a chore to. I mean, it's so easy. You can just move up some tracks, right? Oh, how hard can it be? Easy to learn, hard to master, I can tell you, because you can go up the exploration track, fine, but you need to take into consideration what are other players doing. Can you get the landmarks? What if you don't get them? So it's pretty stressful game to play, even though it's very mindful at the same time because you are here, you are in this game. If you have followed along, only one has done that, I think. Nexus has followed along, which is crazy. Yeah, I hope you have been doing a lot of stuff else. It seems you have been following along. And I can see my son did write me. No, never mind. Then I applaud you for staying with me for so long. I expect nobody to watch this to the end. I expect nobody to watch this on YouTube. I'm doing this in case some nerdy type like me would like to deep dive into a game and just understand what goes on in the mind of high elo players without. I mean, Richard West has written about strategies and stuff like that. He has not gone into a game, I think, and just explained everything that is going on. This is what I've done here. Probably won't be doing it again. So please absorb all the knowledge I've put into this, all the explanations, all the thoughts and everything, and just become a better player at strategy game like Tapestry. Please, it's a great game. Play it and play it on BoardGameArena. Buy the game for real. In real life, it's great. Just have somebody to play with. The solo thing. It's not that great. And it's also hard to know all the setups in the real physical game. But buy this game, right? Okay. That supports the developers and stuff like that. Okay. So if you comment on this on YouTube, let me know if you want more playthroughs. I can do playthroughs of other games like Wingspan Through the Ages, stuff like that, Terraforming Mars. But I will not be using 2.5 hours of my time doing this if nobody watches it. Okay? So return to main site so I can watch. Can just watch the game results here. +7, So Yeah. Thank you for now. Thank you for the patience, and bye for now.